The first job I got in America was on ER, and I got a call and someone said, could I do a South African accent? Well, I've been watching cricket for years and Tony Greig's been doing the commentary, so it was no problem. I thought I could sort of do a rough Tony Greig accent. And so I put on a Hawaiian shirt because this guy was supposed to be a South African who lived in Hawaii who had a bad back. So I get to the audition and there's 12 guys all sitting there with Hawaiian shirts on. But I walked in and I got the job, so that was great. And it happened to be the episode that Sally Field was in, and she was nominated and won the Emmy Award for the 5-episode arc that she was in, and I was in the same group of shows. So it's been shown a lot, that, and I've got a lot of residuals, which is great. But that's one of the highlights, that being the first job. It took nearly 9 months for me to get that. But along the way, a lot of these shows started off as just one scene, and then they liked what I did, so I was there for 2 years. The OC was like that, X-Files was like that, Ugly Betty was a bit like that, although I did actually get that job initially. But yeah, so those are the things. The Ugly Betty was a fun one because it was actually Frank Langella, who was nominated for an Academy Award for Frost Nixon. He was cast as in my role, and then he changed his mind at the last minute, and I got a last-minute call, and I had to rush to New York to shoot that. So that was good. My American accent started when I was just a 12-year-old. I first started at high school, and we used to get visits from an American comedian called Shelley Berman. Most people nowadays don't remember Shelley Berman. I actually got an agent a new agent in America a couple of years ago, and they asked me the same question: what was the first thing I ever did? And the first thing I ever did was imitating Shelley Berman, who used to sit on a stool, smoke a lot of cigarettes, and pretend he was on the phone. Hello, you don't know me. I work in the office building right across the street from your store. No, Southwest. Yes, I was just sitting here looking out the window. There's a woman hanging from the 10th floor of your building. But I don't know how she got there. She's just hanging there. And that's what I did with as a 12, 13-year-old at school. So I always had the American accent inside. It was always there. And so when the time came to use it, I just didn't think about it and went and did it. People often ask, did you have a dialogue coach? All I do is I say to the script editor, just listen closely to what I'm doing. And if you hear a little bit of Kiwi coming through, please let me know so that I can adjust. But the first 10 years I've been there, as I've grown a reputation there. People have thought I was American in America, but I'm not. So then the question comes, where are you from? And when I say New Zealand, the reaction these days is always, wow, I'd love to go there. And I would encourage them to do that because I just love it. And that's why I hang on to my accent, because I'm very proud to be a New Zealander, although I know I've got to be American in America.